Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be doing 5 beginner tips in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Even if you are a veteran to this game, some of the tips might be useful for you. The first tip we're going to do is how to hit rocks efficiently. Alrighty, so if you've ever tried to hit a rock first in Animal Crossing, you'll notice that it'll bounce you back. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I mean on this rock real quick. So here's how to hit a rock inefficiently. Notice you keep falling backwards, you have to get back closer to the rock, you dig a hole by accident, you try to hit it some more, you try to get all of it out, and then, lo and behold, it stops because you didn't hit the time on the rock to get all the items out. So, we're going to go how to do this actually more efficiently and to make sure you get all those items out of that rock every time. Let's go ahead. Okay, so I'll show you guys how to set up to get everything out of this rock so that you get every single space with an item. You're going to want to dig a hole directly behind you and dig a hole to the right. So you have 2 holes behind you in order to kind of anchor yourself in between the holes. It'll keep you in place. So go ahead now, make sure to use your shovel, not the axe. For some reason the shovel hits a little bit faster, and if you use the axe you might miss one of those items out of the rock. So here we go. So you're going to smash the A button. Get all the out of this rock. Actually, this is a money rock, which is another good one to actually have because there's money out of it. And we'll keep hitting to get all the money bags out. That's everything. So again, when you hit the rock as many times as you can, and have the 2 holes behind you. And also with the rocks, if you end up being near like a river or a pond or something behind you, you can actually use to anchor yourself. You don't have to dig the hole. So for instance, let's use this rock to show you guys. So kind of anchor yourself right behind the rock and the river. Go ahead and hit as many times as you can, as fast as you can with your shovel. But Shep decided to get in the way and talk to us, so now we've unfortunately lost all of the items out of this rock because Shep talked to us. Right, for our next tip, we're going to do actually how to speed up your crafting. This may seem like a pretty simple one, and if I was one of those who actually didn't realize this for a bit of an embarrassing amount of long time while I've been playing Animal Crossing New Horizon. But there's a way to speed up your crafting, which is very easy, but might not be intuitive for some people. So you're going to go to your crafting station. Let's craft. I'll show you a normal speed first, and then we'll do the quick speed. So let's go ahead and let's craft the watering can. Typically you hit craft, hit let's do it, and you start. It looks fun and exciting for the first few times, and it gets really kind of boring to keep watching them do the crafting and having to spend time doing it. But in order to speed it up, let's go ahead and upgrade the watering can to the iron watering can. After you hit let's do it, go ahead and double tap on your A button, and it's much quicker. So again, it seems like a simple tip, but I think there are people out there who didn't realize that when playing this game, so try to speed up your crafting while you're doing that. For the next tip, we're talking about axes. Now, you may want to go ahead and build the best axe, build that iron axe, and go ahead and chop everything down with it. But what I'm going to tell you though is you're going to want to carry 2 different axes. The reason being, if we use this iron axe, say we want to get some wood out of this tree here, let's go ahead and chop it to get all 3 woods out and chop the tree down, which is not ideal if you want to keep your trees on your island. So in order to avoid that, and avoid chopping down trees by accident or looking for wood and resources, you're going to want to have a stone axe on hand as well. When using the stone axe, you can always get 3 out, not without actually knocking down your tree. So always be sure to carry a stone axe and your iron axe with you whenever you run around. No matter if you're on another island or on your own island, but my recommendation, I think it helps a lot of people to get resources, but also avoid cutting your own trees down, which is never great if you want to keep your island nice and full of luscious trees around the island. Now for our next tip, we're going to talk about shaking trees. 2 reasons. One reason is, of course, to get tree branches to build crafting items. The other reason is to get money, of course. You'll get 100 bells each time that money drops. Also, when you get the wasps, because if you catch the wasps, it's always good to try. Unless you do that and you get stung like I did. It's never too fun. And hurts. So actually, when you're able to catch the wasp, they sell for a pretty high value at Nook's shop. So always try to catch the wasp when you shake them out of the tree. The other big thing, besides the money and possibly valuable wasps, is you want to get furniture. So you'll keep shaking the trees. Eventually, you'll find a piece of furniture. Here, those wasps, you can see if we can catch them. And there you go, caught the wasp. So again, keep shaking the trees. Now we're going to find some furniture. I'm going to speed up here. you'll have a maximum 2 pieces of furniture that will fall from the trees each day. So always be sure to go around and shake your trees if you want those 2 pieces of furniture, some of the money, and of course catching those valuable wasps. Downside, of course, is you might get stung. It's never too fun. For the last tip, we're going to talk about the Nook Miles. And Nook Miles are pretty important because Nook Miles will help you redeem Nook Miles tickets to go searching other islands and also unlock things for your own island as well. And if you go ahead and go to your Nook Stop, you can see all those things that you can unlock with your Nook Miles in the Redeem Nook Miles section. You'll get to a point in your game when you're going to unlock the Nook Miles Plus. Nook Plus miles are really easy to get. All you gotta do things like catch bugs, talk to your neighbors. It's things you're typically doing in the game, but if you don't actually claim the miles, you won't get new ones. So example here, we have to talk to one of my neighbors. So let's go talk to Jacob over here. I think he was just walking by. Oh, here he is. Talk to Jacob. He's always a good guy, always happy. So you notice in the top left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see the plus and your phone pop up. That means you're going to be able to actually claim those miles from completing the goal, which in this case was talk to your neighbors. And as I claim it, a new Nook Plus mile goal will pop up on the screen. So again, these are really easy to get, but if you forget to claim them, you won't get new Nook Mile goals throughout while you're playing. So again, make sure you're checking on your Nook Miles, make sure you're claiming these. In regards to the other Nook Miles, your regular Nook Miles, you'll get these as you play. For example, I just got the DIY tools one, which is if you break your tools X amount of times, you'll get the miles. So the miles come pretty quickly, but the ones you can focus on easily are the Nook Plus miles. So I recommend definitely getting to that stage in the game, making sure you're going through and claiming those. Because again, Nook to get those Nook Miles tickets and get the other unlocks from the ATM. So those are my 5 tips for Animal Crossing New Horizons. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Also, if you want, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Give it a like button if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. If you have any also suggestions or things you'd like to see future videos, please let me know in the comments below. Have a good one. Thanks, guys.